morning and thanks for waking up with us on this Thursday, June 28th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
I'm Joe Morano. It is very warm outside, even as maybe you were outside at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, suffocatingly so whenever I got in my car. It's bad.
Exactly. Beth has been warning us about that, but it's here now, so let's check in with her this morning for your forecast first.
Yeah, it was very hot leaving my apartment at 2:30 this morning. Temperatures, lows overnight are going to be in the upper 70s. We might break a record for the highest low overnight tonight. We are tracking a couple storms to our north, making their way into the Ozarks later in the morning. We have an excessive heat warning. That is this magenta color for parts north of I-44. That is until Saturday at 8 o'clock. And all of this orangish color is the heat advisory, and that is in effect till Saturday evening as well. So it's going to be hot these next couple of days. Right now in Branson, 75 degrees, dew point at 72, so it feels very, very oppressive outside, very difficult to breathe outside. Temperatures in the upper 70s for the most part, dew points in the middle 70s, so we are oppressive on the Muggy meter. It is just very hot outside, really nasty right now, and it's going to stay like that through the rest of today, through the rest of the weekend as well. For the next couple of hours, temperatures are going to keep increasing. We're looking at a high of 97 degrees here in Springfield. Triple digits are not out of the question for some parts of the Ozarks. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a little bit.
Beginning with some political coverage this morning, perhaps the biggest announcement from the Supreme Court this week didn't have to do with travel bans or unions, but instead it was the retirement of Justice Anthony Kennedy. President Trump plans on filling the vacancy as soon as possible, but as CBS's Laura Podesta reports, Democrats are expected to delay any appointment.
The retirement of Supreme Court Justice Anthony Kennedy has given President Trump an opportunity to reshape the nation's highest court.
We have to pick a great one. We have to pick one that's going to be there for 40 years, 45 years.
The vacancy gives the president a chance to turn the court more solidly conservative. At a rally in North Dakota last night, Mr. Trump said he was honored the 81-year-old justice chose to retire while he's in office.
Because he felt confident in me to make the right choice and carry on his great legacy.
Nominated by President Reagan in 1987, Kennedy was the key swing vote in decisive 5-4 rulings. He sided with conservatives on gun rights and Citizens United, and with liberals on gay marriage and Roe v. Wade.
We will vote to confirm Justice Kennedy's successor this fall.
Senate Republicans successfully blocked President Obama's nominee for an open seat before the 2016 election. Democrats say this appointment should wait until after the midterms.
Anything but that would be the absolute height of hypocrisy.
The Senate confirmation of Kennedy's replacement could hinge on Senators Lisa Murkowski and Susan Collins, two Republicans who support abortion rights.
I view Roe v. Wade as being settled law.
President Trump says he will nominate Kennedy's successor from a list of about 24 people. Laura Podesta, CBS News, New York.
In other Supreme Court news, after 40 years of being law, SCOTUS rules that government workers cannot be forced to contribute to unions to help pay for collective bargaining. The 5-4 decision says it's a violation of the First Amendment to force public workers to support unions whose messages go against their beliefs. Unions are calling the ruling a major blow to organized labor and will cost unions millions of dollars. And on August 7th, voters here at home will decide on a right-to-work issue in Missouri. Missouri's former Governor Greitens signed a law last year, Senate Bill 19, making Missouri a right-to-work state. But people favoring unions gathered enough signatures to send the issue to the people. The right-to-work issue will be listed as Proposition A on your ballot. Senator Bob Dixon of Springfield once voted to enact right-to-work laws, but says people need to make their own informed decisions.
For the most part, I really try to refrain from telling my constituents how to vote on matters. I would encourage folks to go to the Secretary of State's website, Elections and Voting, click on that tab, scroll up until you see Initiatives and Referendum Petitions, click on that, and it is the very first link, 2018 ballot measures. Fair ballot language explains what a yes is, and it explains what a no is.
So to break it down, a yes vote means that you are in favor of enacting right-to-work laws in the state of Missouri. A no vote means you do not want right-to-work laws here in the state. Again, that election happens on August 7th.
Some more local news now. Small businesses in Missouri are saving money on health insurance for their employees. The Missouri Chamber of Commerce launched a program with Blue Cross Blue Shield to provide health care insurance for small businesses with between 2 and 50 employees. It's called MUA, which stands for Mutual Employers Welfare Assistance. It's only available for businesses that are a member of the Chamber of Commerce in their towns, so it uses the power of the group to lower the risk for the carrier and the cost for the employers. And entrepreneurs in Springfield have switched to this system and say they have been saving money. Schweitzer United Methodist Church actually says it saved 30% on health insurance.
And what that means is we can put more of our budget toward ministry, and kind of an added bonus that we didn't really expect was the coverage for families was more important. And so what that allowed is more of our employees could get family coverage.
In fact, just in Springfield, nearly 70 employers have enrolled statewide. 500 businesses are participating so far.
Happening later today, Missouri Attorney General Josh Hawley will be speaking in Springfield. Hawley will be hosting an office opening event for his campaign for Missouri Senator. He'll be running against Democratic Missouri Senator Claire McCaskill. The event will run this afternoon from 3:30 to 4:30 at the Hawley campaign office. That's at 2870 South Ingram Mill Road, Suite D2. The Attorney General will be making a few remarks and then meeting with attendees.
If you've ever wanted to know more about how the Springfield Police Department works, you'll have a chance to see that this fall as the department is taking applications for its Citizens Police Academy. Classes begin in September and last for 10 weeks. During the weekly classes, officers will talk about how they process crime scenes, find drugs, and keep our roads safe. That application deadline is July 20th. You'll find more information in this story when you see it over there on ozarsfirst.com.